Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo here, and welcome back to my channel, Apollo Extra. Today, I'm back with another short story. The name of this short story is What If Naruto Became an Assassin? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted story. Now, before continuing this shout out, it's due where it is due. Shout out to my boy, Anime Boy 666. Now, you might be wondering, what do you mean, what if Naruto became an assassin? Isn't he already one, being a shinobi and all? Well, you're technically right, but as an assassin, I mean from Assassin's Creed. Since I only played the first game with Altair, if I remember correctly, was his name. So yeah, he's gonna be here and will be training Naruto. It's a little bit crossover-ish, so yeah, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my main channel as well. Now, without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins 10 years after the QB attack on the outskirts of Konohagakure in Sato. It was October 10th and nighttime as we see a huge mob carrying a bag which had a lot of bloodstains on it near a river stream. As after arriving there, they said, "Finally today, we've gotten rid of the demon, and now we must get rid of the evidence. Throw him inside quick before the Kage and his Anbus arrived." As after that, they threw him in there. As a man yelled, "Finally! Get the hell lost, demon! I hope you die in a ditch! Nobody ever loved you or cared for you!" Ha ha! As after that, they begin to laugh and cheer that they finally have killed the demon. But unknown to them, his heartbeat was still beating, and the civilians returned back to their normal lives, and the Kage never found out. Unfortunate for the soul inside that bag. But not so unfortunate when that bag was, well, with the help of river's flow, arrived far away from that land, on a land that was undiscovered within the woods, where the stream ended, and was now on the shore. As we see a man wearing white robes arrive there. Interesting. What could be inside? As instantly, seeing the blood as well as everything, he rushed back to his home with the bag and ripped it apart to see that there was a 10-year-old frail boy who looked a lot pale. As he placed him down there and began to tend to his wounds. And surprisingly, even after taking intensive care, he didn't believe it for a moment that the boy was going to survive. But by some miracle he did. My God, I can't believe this. The boy is able to survive even after all of this. How long has he been flowing in that river? Who knows? It is a miracle that he was able to survive. No, it's not. And who might you be? Said a voice, as instantly the assassin, or the person who was looking like an assassin, got into a stance. Who are you? Just reveal your face. Could say the same for you. I thought your kind went extinct a few hundred years ago. How do you know about my kind? Oh, we know, assassin. All of us Bijus know. The Biju. So you're here. Meaning this boy must be the Jinchuriki of yours, or whatever he's called. You're right. He is a Jinchuriki. I'm surprised that you are still alive and carrying the tradition of the assassin brotherhood. Oh, so what if I am? You're not a normal one. Huh. You're Altair, right? How do you know that name? And where are you? As suddenly, from the boy's, unconscious state, a huge head of a fox appeared in a red chakra. I am right here, Altair. It's been a long time, old friend. Kurama, I can't believe this. How have you been? Of all the Bijus, it was you. I'm quite, to be honest, surprised that you didn't realize it was me by my voice. It has been a lot of time and a lot of years since we met. 500 to be exact. How are you alive? I found a fountain, and it cursed me with immortality, and henceforth I have been living here, in hiding, away from the growth of the world. You know that everything that you stand for has died out, right? Yes, it saddens me, but by fate that the boy has come here on my doorsteps, it makes me wonder that. Yes, I know what you are thinking, Altair, and I'll think that the boy will appreciate it. And for your sake, I will now go easy on the boy as well. Even if you know that I hate humans. So you still do, huh? Obviously I do. As after that we see the boy begin to stir awake. Where am I? Calm down, young one. Everything is fine. You are safe. You are safe with me here in my home. Who are you? As the man decided not to take off his robe to scare the kid. Well, you don't need to call me anything. Just call me your sensei. Sensei? What do you mean? I believe that is a term for master or teacher in your village, right? My village. As the boy began to hyperventilate. Everything is fine. Drink some water. You're not there anymore. You're far away from that place. I see. Thank you. Thank you for... I didn't save you. You were at... You were flowing in the river. You arrived at my shore. Washed up. It was a miracle that you survived, young one. Do you know what happened? They call me demon. It's same as usual every year. On my birthday they throw me in the... They just corner me and beat me up, even after dragging me out of my own house. I see. My condolences. So you have a rough life, huh? Yeah, I did. And do you hate them? Of course I do, but Gigi always told me that we shouldn't judge them. They're idiots. They will realize that they are making a mistake, but now I'm not so sure anymore. I see. So the future for you is unclear. Then how about this? As I mentioned, you can call me Sensei, and since I have saved you, I think it is only better that I will teach you how to survive out there. Why are you going so far for me? Why shouldn't anyone? Well, because nobody has done so. That is because the world is cruel and harsh in which we live in, kid. It's kill or be killed. Only the toughest survive. I have lived my life, but I want you to live out yours. And to be honest, I am doing this because I want my legacy to not die out. Since it is dying out with me, I want it to be preserved and passed down for next generations. Legacy? Legacy of what? Of assassins. Assassins? Yes, kid. Of the Assassin Creed. We had a brotherhood, but it all fell down. But I don't want you to go down that path to create a brotherhood. I want you and you alone to carry this legacy. And if you grow up and marry, pass this down to your kids as well. That is all I ask. Would you like to train with me? Now. Yes, I would. Naruto said in an instant, thinking this off as an opportunity. And God knows how much of a better opportunity it was. Now we have a time skip of 8 years, as we go back to Konoha. As nothing pretty much has changed over the course of years, except for that the newer generation of shinobis was, well, trash. Since the civilians used to meddle a lot in the shinobi affairs, the next generation has turned into very, well, delicate and childish-like, and they complain a lot. And that is why a council meeting was being held, and they were all yelling at each other again until Hiruzen had enough as he slammed his hands on the table. Silence! This is not your home. This is the council chambers. Respect it! As everyone calmed down, Hiruzen, aside from these matters, now that we all have calmed down, what are we gonna do about this assassin who has been roaming around and, well, hunting down the most dangerous of the criminals, and without any profit, has been returning back all of the, well, lost items or the stolen items that they have stole, and only taking a bit of the profit that he desires. You mean the masked assassin who wear robes like the old tale of the Creed? Yes, like the Creed, the Assassin Creed that we all read about in the history books. That is just a tale, and if someone is living in that delusion, let them. And I gotta say, even if he is living in a delusional life, him being a proficient assassin is something that is commendable, said a shinobi. That is correct, Hiruzen, and I need you to look into it deeply, because he could be quite, well, volatile for our village. You want him to be bound to our village while we clearly not even know where he could be right now. For all we care, He is out there in the shinobi world, and that is more than enough for us to look for him. Is it not? It might be, but I don't have a bad. I have a good feeling about this, Danzo. You didn't have anything good feeling about losing Naruto, but now you don't even care about him. That's not true. Even if I don't show emotions, that doesn't mean that I don't care about the boy. The boy was a legacy of Yondaime and, well, Kushina Uzumaki, and now we have lost both, as well as our Biju. So yeah, I don't like to talk about that matter. My biggest failure to not being able to prevent that boy from dying out in that river. But all those who were involved were punished. Oh, they were. But Naruto will never be able to bring back to us. As now we see, while this was going on, Kakashi arrived there, deeply wounded. Kage-sama, we were attacked in the land of waves. Tazuna lied to us. It was an ambush there. Gato, all, they were working together. Thanks to the assassin, we were able to save ourselves. But that's not all. Turns out the assassin is none other than Naruto. What? As everyone was surprised, he's already aware of the QB and has formed a bond with it. And not only that, he knows about his parents as well. And he hates Konoha for what has happened to him. It is, well, bound to happen. And as for the civilians, they were shocked. What do you mean by his parents? And what do you mean made a bond with QB? Isn't he the... No, he isn't, you idiots. Naruto was the scroll that was holding the QB that was the kunai. And now that they have made peace, they are gonna be the lethal weapon. And they hate Konoha, said Danzo. All because of you, and your eagerness to get rid of him. And what's this about the parents? We don't get it, still. Well, Mibuki Haruno, his parents are Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. If you haven't figured that out, you numbskull. Those are the parents. What is so hard not to see? We were just even conversing about this. I said this on the day he disappeared. I have been saying this for the past continuous years. And yes, you still didn't understand. So you're a dumb bitch who shouldn't be here. With all due respect, said Hiruzen, as Mibuki was close to crying after hearing this insult. As Hiruzen let out his steam, as everyone was happy with what he did. Because these were ignorant fucks who needs to be put back into their places because they were way out of line now. So what did he do? He doesn't care about us. He said that if he's engaged in any by shinobis, he will kill them without hesitation. He has already done so by Taki and taken a girl from there, Fu, who was a Jinchuriki of that place, who was being beaten by the village, and let's just say the whole village just disappeared because of him. He killed an alone village? Yes, and with his own force, without any taijutsu, just professional skills of assassins, stealth and precision. One strike, one kill. Damn, said Tsumi, as everyone was shocked. What are we gonna do, Hokage-sama? We don't want him against us. Well, you already have. As Naruto jumped down from the shadows. Naruto? Is that you? Yeah. I followed him back, knowing that now you will send all of your soldiers at me, so I arrived here myself. Saves us the time. No. No. Not saving you the time, Danzo. I'm here to take back what's originally mine, my parents' heritage. Hand it over, Hiruzen Sarutobi, or I know where it is to get it by myself. And trust me, for all the years that I have been looking up to you, do not even bother to try to convince me. Just hand it over, like a gentleman that you claimed that you was. As Hiruzen looked down heartbroken and did what he was told to do. And yet to this day, you still listen to the people, even to me. You couldn't stand up. I can't believe at one point in your prime you were called the god of shinobi. I did what you asked for, Naruto. Why are you doing this? It is because you did what I asked. You're not someone's lapdog or something. You're the fucking Kage of this village. Man up! That is the least I can say. And as for all of you, in your dreams, that is my response to all of your questions. And Naruto in an instant disappeared from there with a smoke bomb, taking his heritage away. And for the many years to come, Akatsuki alongside many of the dangerous criminals wounded up dead from where they belonged to. And within few years, the assassin was the top-ranked, wanted man because of what he has done. by the villages to join their rosters. But turns out Konoha still hadn't learned their lesson, and yet again has invaded his home, his space. As now we see Naruto and Fu, who were sitting and relaxing with their children, and out of nowhere, his house door was busted in, and in came Sasuke Uchiha with all the Konoha 11, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. You are to be brought back to Konoha with or without your consent, and any shown of resistance will be dealt with accordingly. Sasuke, what do I do with the bitch and the kid? Kill them, they're not relevant. If you try to put a hand on them. And without it saying anything, Hinata did what she could to try to immobilize him. In an instant, her neck cleaved off. And next, Sakura was the one, being impaled from both of her breasts and literally being lifted up into the air from both of his blades that were hidden under his wrist. And after that, Naruto split it up in half and arrived in front of Sasuke and impaled his blades into his shoulder, lifting him up and then slicing his arms off. And everyone else was shocked. Do you wish to continue? As after that, what shocked everyone was that Naruto-san then smirked and got into a battle stance and began to fight off everyone. Seriously, Tochan, you could have let me handle that. That bitch would have been an easy target practice for me. Geez, son, I told you that killing at your age is not allowed, and yet you do in front of me. Geez, old man, I have made you immune to watching the killing and homicide, not you doing it. Seriously, honey, listen to your father. Whatever you say, mom. As the Konoha Shinobi, which were reduced from 11 all the way up to, 8 now, were now shaking in their boots. This family was crazy and hella strong. Just what kind of mission did they take? And tell Konoha that if they want their Jinchuriki, he's coming for them. Not to them, for them. Enough with the warnings. I'm gonna fucking destroy that village. Do you think we're gonna... Before he could finish, his neck cleaved off. Run. And let's just say, after that, they did what he was told them to do, and he hunted them off one by one. And fast forward 1 week later, we see the family of Trio sitting in a pile of bodies with a huge blood covering over them, making an example out of Konoha to not mess with them, because they don't want to be messed with. If they want to approach you, they will themselves. And yes, if you want otherwise to influence their will, they won't take it. And Konoha, being the strongest nation, fallen down to their knees by mere 3 people, and 1 fucking kid and a woman and a man alone, was enough of a message to send out to the rest of the elemental nation. And now we see Konoha was no more, nothing more than a feeding ground for the vultures. And as for Naruto and his family, they were living the best life, while also visiting the grave of Altair, the Grandmaster, and the first greatest assassin of the Assassin Creed. And Naruto has vowed to keep the creed alive. He loved his family, but he was going to make sure that they knew how harsh the world is, and they are prepared for it. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you like this one. If you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to both of my channels if you like the content of these channels. And let's just say I'm gonna end this video here, as this is Apollo and I'm signing off for today. Peace.